And let's bring in now Congressman Mike Quigley of Illinois. He is a member of the House Gun Violence Prevention Task Force, the House Appropriations Committee, and the Select Committee on Intelligence. Congressman, good morning. Thanks for being here. Are you supportive of this trip?
Look, congressional trips have been going to Taiwan for decades. It should be pointed out they've also been traveling to Beijing and China. The only thing that's changed in our policy is how China has reacted to that. You know, we've based our policy on the Taiwan Relation Act of 1979, the joint communiques, and the 6 assurances. That policy of strategic ambiguity has not changed. China is using it as a pretext to be more aggressive.
And what about the One China policy? Are these visits in accordance with that?
You know, the United States policy of strategic ambiguity is to strike that balance, not to be provocative, not to say one way or another. In its odd, unique way, it has worked for all these decades. And as China now, it's attempting to change it through its aggressive policies, particularly cyber, military, and economic.
And you say Speaker Pelosi has been at the forefront for human rights in China and should do as she sees fit. Can you speak a little bit more to that?
Look, I think the United States always has been a leader in fighting for human rights issues, and China has been a culprit toward this end. We can't give up that standing. It's important to us and our standing in the world to continue to do that. Whether China approves of that or not isn't as important as the fact that the U.S. keep that standing because of its critical importance.
So are there steps that should be taken on the federal level from the from the Biden administration to sort this out? Do you see that Taiwan might be put at risk because of these visits?
Oh, I don't think they're put at risk because of these visits. I think they're put at risk because of China's using it as a pretext to be this aggressive. You know, at the same time, we have always helped Taiwan defend itself, and that is something we need to continue to do. But it's never too late for diplomacy, and our intention is to continue to communicate and to work with China toward positive ends.
But are we prepared for a worst-case scenario situation?
Look, worst-case scenario situation, in my mind, at some point in time, China has attempted to take Taiwan. I don't know when that will take place. It's not a question of whether, but when. So, you know, we've done what we can to help Taiwan defend itself generally, not as an aggressive action toward China. You know, the bottom line is whatever attempts there are to unify have to be bilateral. They have to be both countries coming to terms. The fact that China has been so horrible in its oppressive governance of Hong Kong should give the world pause and understand that if China does this, they should be unified in almost the same manner they were with Russia's attack on Ukraine.
All right, Congressman Quigley, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.